Okay, so have you ever started a new goal, like full of energy, totally pumped,
Yeah.
and then just a few days later, poof, that motivation is just gone?
Oh, absolutely. Like maybe you hit the gym hard on Monday,
Yeah, feeling unstoppable.
and by Wednesday, the sofa's calling your name. It's super common.
It really is. We always hear, find your motivation, wait for that spark. But what if that's actually terrible advice? What if motivation? Well, what if it's actually kind of a trap?
That's exactly the angle our source takes in this deep dive. It's a really thought-provoking challenge to how we usually think about achievement. It's quite counterintuitive.
Totally. So our mission today is to unpack why this source claims motivation is a liar, and more importantly, how focusing on something else entirely could build, real momentum and get you real results.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's striking is how the source just lays out motivation's unreliability. It says motivation shows up when things are easy. When the sun is shining, your playlist is fire, and life feels like a movie montage. That's when you feel it, that rush.
It's that honeymoon phase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starting something new, everything feels perfect. But then,
Yeah, the source puts it bluntly. The moment things get hard, motivation ghosts you like a fake friend.
ouch. Yeah, that really hits home. It just highlights how it's all based on feeling, on emotion. It's there for the fun parts, but just vanishes when you actually need it.
Exactly. And if you think bigger picture, that explains why so many great starts just fizzle out, You can't build something lasting on a foundation that crumbles the second there's pressure.
It's like building on sand.
Precisely.
And that's really where discipline comes in, according to this source. It's the complete opposite. Discipline is what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. when your body wants to stay warm.
Right. Or makes you show up to the gym, to your hustle, to your grind, even when you don't feel like it.
Especially when you don't feel like it. That's the key part.
Yeah, and it makes you ask, right? Do millionaires just wake up feeling motivated every single day? Are those super fit athletes always excited for their workout?
The source basically says, hell no.
Pretty much. They're tired, they're stressed sometimes, but they show up. They act based on discipline, not waiting around for some, magic burst of energy.
They're building habits, showing up consistently. They're not just hoping it happens.
They create the results.
And what really clarified it for me was this simple distinction the source makes. Motivation is emotion. Discipline is strategy.
That's huge, isn't it? Just reframing it like that.
Yeah, one is about feeling, the other is about doing, regardless of the feeling.
And that strategy, that doing, it compounds. Motivation fades, right? We've all felt that. But discipline stacks.
Stacks, I like that. Like compound interest for your actions.
Exactly. Every little consistent thing, every rep, every dollar, every painful day you don't quit, it doesn't just add up, it actually multiplies. Each step builds on the last.
It snowballs.
Yeah.
And then here's the really interesting part, the real kicker, as the source calls it.
Yeah.
When you stack enough discipline, motivation starts to follow. It flips the whole thing.
Right. You don't wait for motivation. You generate it through the action itself.
Okay, so explain that a bit more.
Well, when you keep showing up, you start seeing progress, right? You get results. And that success, that progress, it becomes addictive.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So the results fuel the feeling.
Precisely. You start to feel unstoppable, but only after you've shown up enough times without needing a reason. It's this positive feedback loop created by discipline.
Okay, so for you listening, what does this mean day to day? The source says, basically, stop looking for inspiration. Start building systems.
Super practical. Like, if it's important, schedule it. If it matters, protect it. Don't leave it up to how you might feel later. Have a plan.
And that little voice in your head, the one screaming, I don't feel like it, that's not your signal to quit. The source says, that's your cue. That's your battlefield. That's the moment discipline needs to kick in.
It's about pushing through that feeling. The source puts it perfectly. You win not by feeling good. You win by doing it anyway. Action over emotion.
So, wrapping this up, this deep dive really hammers home that lasting success isn't about chasing that unreliable feeling of motivation. It's about building consistent, steady discipline.
It shifts everything from passively feeling to actively doing.
Right. And the source gives you that perfect response when someone asks, how do you stay motivated?
Yeah, you tell them, I don't. I'm disciplined.
That's powerful. That's how you build mastery. How legacies are made, really. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How could embracing discipline change what you achieve?
Definitely something to think about.